Hey Leo, and welcome to your April 2025 reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Crosswatchers, welcome. Leo, know I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the message as it resonates. This reading is super specific. There's a lot of Leos out there that actually may not resonate with this because it is so specific, but my intention is that it will reach the Leo that needs to hear it. I am channeling someone who has been religiously traumatized. Yes, the lyrics that my guides want me to share are different names for God above, but they're all the same to me when we worship love. And though we all speak in different tongues, may our hearts be sewn together when our hearts become so undone till our pieces become one. I feel like, and if this isn't religious trauma, it is like, I don't know, it could be just the way you were raised, and you were taught that only being a certain way was the only way, and if you're any other way, you're bad. And it's kind of like there's fragments of your soul that came out of this situation because you had to live misaligned to be in alignment with whatever it is, this like box you were given. And kind of like she says, may our hearts be sewn together till our pieces become one. So we're talking about a fragmented soul, and it wasn't your fault that this happened. But it is like really painful. And I feel like the divine is trying to send in some healing for you this month, and someone is coming around to offer that healing. And it's like totally 100% from the heart space that this person is offering this healing. And it's kind of like there's this energy, Queen of Wands, Leo energy. This is you kind of showing up, not sure about this person's offering or like what it is that they're telling you or communicating to you, because we have the Eight of Wands coming through as well. And I don't even know if this person's doing this intentionally or if it's just like someone you meet that changes your perspective, someone who shares something with you or something you learn. It could even be, something that you're learning on YouTube or something, I don't know, or it can be an actual person coming in and offering this cup of healing to your heart. This is actually really sweet. And I feel like there's some hesitancy on your side of things because of this trauma that you've gone through. It's kind of like, whatever it is that this person is bringing in, this healing, is almost like triggering a little bit of your religious trauma, or like whatever it was that made you feel fragmented. It's like triggering that. What did they say? Someone said you have to touch the grief to be able to get to the other side of it. You can't just push it away. And sometimes the only way out is through. And so like going deeply within whatever this healing that's being offered to your heart, like let it pour in, let it fill the gaps, let it transform you. Because I feel like whatever this communication is that's coming in, it's for your awakening. And it's not just for your healing, but it's for your awakening as well. Because when our soul is fragmented and it starts coming back together, and we reclaim those pieces of ourselves that were lost through trauma, through pain, through misinformation, things that we were taught that harmed the way we see ourselves in the world. It could be, like I said, from religion or, just childhood programming in general. It's like you're going to start coming back together again in ways that you didn't even know you were fragmented. And this is a part of your awakening, because whatever it was that you were taught or programmed to think or feel, it was to keep you down. You can see there's like skeletons, like people suffering down here. It was an energy of suffering. And we stay in the energy of suffering until we've had enough suffering. And then we have no choice but to leave. And I feel like that might be where this situation is finding you. Maybe you have felt this way, and now it's like when you come back together and like become whole with yourself, through this healing that's on its way to your heart. It's like all this stuff that was trying to hold you down, trying to push you down, So you could be easily controlled by the way. That's why religions do this. That's why people do this. They degrade you and like try to make you feel less than, and like they're higher and more holy, more knowledgeable. So you feel less than, because then you're easier to control, right? But it's like once this healing comes in and you're able to reclaim yourself, it's like then you will rise like the phoenix. Then it's all this energy that's been trying to hold you down, and all this energy that's been trying to smother your light as well. It's like you're going to grow through that anyway. You're going to heal through that anyway. You're going to rise from that anyway, because you are that powerful, because you are that light, because you are discovering that the divine was never outside of you, but within you. And I wanted to share this quote. They wanted me to share this, and it goes like this. Jesus was a mystic. He never talked about going to church. He didn't say, read a Bible. Show me where he said, read a Bible. Show me where he said, go to church. He never said, go to church. He never said, read a Bible. In fact, he was so enamored by these great churches, he'd walk down and see something that had to be one brick left on top of another one. He said, forget that. What was he concerned about? You, inside. He didn't point up to some far-off God that's going to come down and save you. He said, you are the light. The kingdom of God is within you. He didn't set himself up to say, look at me, I'm Jesus, and I'm amazing, and I'm even on Christmas cards. Look at me. Ain't that something? He never said that. Do you know what he said? You think I'm doing good stuff? I'll tell you something, Elmer. The things I do, you can do too. You can do better than I can. That's the kind of guy he was. Never drew attention to himself. He drew attention to you. He didn't come to show his divinity. He came to show your divinity. He told you how to reach it, how to make it, and how to make it explode. It is you. And he wanted you to raise yourself to the upper room. Practice the single eye, and you will fill with light and wisdom and power and understanding. That's the kind of guy he was. That's super emotional for me, because I have also been religiously traumatized. And yeah, that's the kind of energy he came here to show us, how powerful we are, not how weak and stupid and ugly and dark, like all the things that we are taught to push us down, to smother our light, to make us feel less than. He didn't do that. He came to say, hello, remember, you are the phoenix. You are the light. Remember that. Do not forget that. And this is you beginning a journey. This is so beautiful. You beginning a journey of this healing and reclaiming the fragmented parts of your soul, and beginning this journey of awakening, and awakening to the power that you are, the light that you are, and the light that you've always been. And really working through the illusions of the things that you were taught, what is real and what isn't, and discovering the truth and wisdom from within yourself, not outside of yourself, and really experiencing what faith is from the inside out, not from a church side in. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense. And I wanted to read to you, you have 2 oracle cards coming out. First, you have Midas Touch. Things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? So it's almost like you attracted this experience into your life for this person to come in and bring this healing. It may be even a soul contract that you had with this person, to meet them so you could release yourself from this energy that's been holding you down. And then we have everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. And the question on the bottom of this card says, what do you need in your life that you are not currently getting? And Leo, I wanted to read this card to you from the guidebook. It says, oftentimes events, trauma, and unhealed pain from our past will get stored in our body's memory. You cannot recall the event on the conscious level, but your subconscious always remembers. This is why we get triggered. We may be experiencing a strong emotional reaction of fear, shock, anger, or worry. It could be because we are remembering a past event Trauma protects itself from pain by creating a false identity inspired by your ego around the experience. If you were hurt in the past, your ego will create a perception to help protect you from ever having to feel that pain again. For example, if you were told to be quiet and that you were too much as a child, you may feel as if you need to hold back or feel ashamed to speak up. Your ego created a belief that it's not safe to be yourself, and that in order to fit in, you must avoid speaking up. This creates discord and dishonesty within yourself. This card has been pulled because you are experiencing a part of a past trauma that has been buried. Your entire life is filtered through your experiences, perceptions, and thoughts, and when you feel triggered, it is often the result of unhealed wounds that still live within you. When you feel angst, reconnect with what matters most to you. What is true about life for you? And what illusions can you see past? When others do things that cause a reaction, this is a mirror in reflecting what is unhealed and needs to be viewed from within. If it didn't need our attention, we would not feel triggered. Oh, that's so cool. So yes, there's so much help coming in for you to discover the healing that your heart needs. Yes, this person's coming in and they may be saying something that hits the wound right on the nail, and it's like and it causes this reaction, this trigger, like and you may feel this energy of like wanting to push this person away or like not wanting to hear what they have to say or something like this. But someone said this, I don't know who said this, but they said your triggers are your breadcrumbs back home to yourself, like back home to the healing of your heart. And it's almost like instead of ignoring your triggers or reacting to them, it's like we should be so grateful that we have them because they're showing us the path to healing. They're showing us what was wounded here. And so in the view of religious trauma, maybe this person is offering spirituality in a different way, or offering this connection to all that is, that's helping you see things in a different way, but it's also triggering because it's like, I shut down my spirituality because I was hurt. It could be something like that, or even I am so deeply enmeshed in the spiritual practice that I have now, even though I know it's not healthy for me, and this person's showing me a different way or something like this. There's something about religion here, or spirituality. And but whatever's coming in for you this month, it's a gift to help you come back home to yourself and to liberate yourself from all that has tried to hold you down, because you never should have been held down. You came here to be light, to feel light, and to be powerful in an energetic way, in a spiritual way, mentally, physically, emotionally, like to be in alignment with who you truly are and what you're here to do and what you're here to become. And this experience that you're having this month is to rid yourself of all the things that have been holding you down from seeing that of yourself. So I hope it's a really good month, Leo. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, and we'll talk to you next time.